Welcome to Spiritual Straight Talk, where it's all about enhancing your spiritual walk through life, with host Suzanne Thibault, animal communicator and spiritual life coach. Listen in and discover inspiration for living a divinely inspired life. And now, your host, Suzanne Thibault.
Welcome to episode 83 of Spiritual Straight Talk. Do you talk out loud to your pet? Hi, I'm your host, Suzanne Thibault. And I wonder, do you talk out loud to your pet? I will admit we do in our family. I got started thinking about if pets listen to our talk because of a recent experience I had at an animal shelter. For privacy reasons, I will not share the name or location of the shelter other than I was with an organized responder group volunteering at a shelter that was housing evacuated pets for the California Caldor Fire. Some people talk a lot to their pet, telling them stories or how their day went. Would you be surprised if I said that pets are smarter than we realize and they're actually listening to you? Our pets can and do understand what we're speaking to them. They understand commands, words, our body language, and our tone of voice. They understand our feelings and emotions. They use all of that sensory information to understand your verbal words. Are pets attentive listeners? Sometimes. Think about the different types of conversations you have during the day with friends and family. If you're listening to talk radio and it is a boring topic, your mind might wander off. If you talk to a friend about a problem, then a problem-solving conversation occurs. If you're discussing dinner with the family or things about work, that's sort of like everyday conversations. Animals tell me that they listen on different levels, sort of like we do. They hear our voice, recognize words, but mostly they feel what they are feeling and what they are feeling from us as we speak. And that helps them understand the importance of what is being said. Pets pick up on the emotions contained in the tone of our voice. If you're excitedly talking about an upcoming trip, your pet understands. If you're rambling on about something that doesn't concern them, then they usually do not listen. I would like to share some wisdom from Minnie, a Persian smoke cat, from my book Animal Wisdom Tales about this topic. She says, "Your pet understands travel and even when you go to work each day. However, we never know all your travel plans. Would you consider telling your pets where you are traveling to and what day you leave and return? This is a common courtesy you can provide to pets. Please respect your pet and talk to them as a family member would about your plans." Well, Minnie is a wise cat, and she's right. Pets ask us to talk to them out loud about travel plans. Why? Well, they're your family member, and it is very respectful when you share your plans for your pet's understanding. It is very helpful to them, especially if your pet has separation anxiety. I have several friends who talk to their pets about their travel plans, and they say it really helps their pets as they see that their pets remain calmer. When I was volunteering in the animal shelter at the Caldor Fire, and I was working with evacuated pets, there was a lot of fear in all the animals. Why? Having to evacuate your home because of a fire is an emergency where quick action is taken. There was not time for people to explain to their pets what was happening. This is where I was able to step up and support those pets. There were cats who felt suddenly abandoned. There was deep anxiety and fear in both cats and dogs due to not understanding the situation. Everywhere I worked within the shelter, whether I was walking dogs, cleaning cat cages, whatever I was doing, I was speaking gently out loud to all the animals, sometimes using pet communication, explaining to them that they were not abandoned. I told them there was a forest fire, their home was in danger, and they had to evacuate. I did not know if their home was still standing. I explained that pets cannot stay at places people evacuate to, so they were here in this shelter as a safe place for animals. I noticed many animals then physically relaxed, lying down and sleeping. They finally understood the situation at hand. Some still hid in fear or barked in fear because they could smell the smoke. I cannot say they were happy to hear the news, but they understood finally what was going on, which brought them peace. This eased their anxiety as they felt their human family would come for them when they could. It was a very sad situation I was volunteering in. Roughly 24,000 people have had to evacuate due to the Caldor Fire in California. And the shelter where these pets are evacuated to is just overflowing with hundreds of pets. I was happy to support them, clean their areas, provide them daily fresh food, water, and clean litter boxes. I mopped the floors and took out the garbage, all while conversing with the animals, trying to support their emotional well-being. I believe my words and my heartfelt compassion made a difference for them. Do not feel weird telling your pets things. Understand they are emotionally connected to you. When you talk to them out loud or even mentally send them a message, they can understand and live more peacefully. Before I left my home to go volunteer, I told my 5 pets what I was doing so they would understand my absence. They appreciated this, and they actually all behaved themselves while I was gone. If you've got the gift of gab, then your pet is lucky indeed. I'm just kidding. Pets just want to know what's going on. When life changes suddenly, it can send animals into uncertainty and fear. Pets like and appreciate their daily routine. When that gets disrupted, they get upset. And conversations are healing, whether they're out loud or through pet communication. Because when your pet understands what is going on, it brings peace to them. Understanding comes through communication. And it is through communication we find peace. So talk to your pet out loud and watch their reaction. You will notice they're actually listening to you, and they will appreciate learning more in-depth information about your travel plans. Thank you for listening in today. Remember, it is love that makes all things possible, and may you have a wonderful week.
Thank you for listening to Spiritual Straight Talk with Suzanne Thibault. If you enjoyed this episode, tell a friend and subscribe on iTunes or Spotify. To connect with Suzanne, visit www.suzannethibault.net. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for listening.